Hello, my dear students. Now, if I ask you to find the result of subtraction 153 minus 28, you will try to solve it by the normal subtraction method, بطريقة subtraction العادية خالص, which is ones minus ones, tens minus tens, 100 minus 100, and so on. You will start by subtracting the 8 ones from the 3 ones. How can you subtract 8 from 3? Can you? This is certainly a challenge. However, you don't need to worry. In our lesson today, we will know how to solve problems like this very easily. Now, welcome. I am Miss Sarah. We'll be studying a new lesson in Unit 2, Lesson 5, Subtraction with Regrouping. We studied some strategies of subtraction in last lesson, such as counting down with the composition strategy and counting up with the composition strategy. Today, we will study subtraction with regrouping, and we will use the place value chart in subtraction. Moreover, we will use estimation to check our answers. Before we study the new strategy in subtraction, let's remember kida one important thing we had studied in lessons of Unit 1, which is the expanded form of the number. We use it to convert the numeral into the expanded form. Let's see examples on the board. Here I have two examples. I want to write them in expanded form. The first one, 783. How can I write it in expanded form? I will write 700 plus 80 plus 3. The second one here, I have the second number, 37. Can you write it in expanded form? Yes, 37. يبقى 30 plus 7. And this is the expanded form. This is a very important method to break down numbers, بقسم النمبرز بتاعتي, which we will use in our lesson today in subtraction. Today in Access, we will use an important thing that we studied and practiced a lot. Let's see. Here it is the error analysis model, in which we will analyze the answer of one of our colleagues. هنحلل الانسر بتاعت الفريند بتاعنا اللي عمل this question. And we are going to focus on our analysis on 3 points. هنركز على 3 points. أول حاجة, what is correct in the answer, إيه اللي عمله صح في الانسر بتاعه. تاني حاجة, what did your colleague do incorrectly, إيه الحاجة الغلط اللي عملها. تالت حاجة, why do you think they made this error, ليه عمل الغلط ده. What is the correct answer? Explain your thinking. Always remember that the error analysis model will help us figure out, بيساعدنا ان احنا نطلع our own errors, الأخطاء بتاعتنا, while solving any mathematical problem. And this will help us become better thinkers and mathematicians. Let's solve the problem we have, where your colleague had to solve the subtraction 521 minus 37. Here, the student's answer, which we want to analyze, he decomposed the two numbers into expanded form. حط the two numbers in expanded form, like you see here. Here I have 521 minus 37. أول حاجة عملها إن حط كل number expanded form. 521 عملها 500 plus 20 plus 1. 37 عملها 30 plus 7. This is the first thing he do. Okay? طيب. And now, here, what did he do بقى? Let's go and analyze what he did. أول حاجة عملها 500 minus 0 equals 500, 30 minus 20 equals 10, 7 minus 1 equals 6, and the answer 516. Now you will write your analysis in the table on page 78 in your school book. I'll give you time to analyze the answer, and then we will go through it together. Now that you have analyzed the answer in your book, what was correct in this answer? I think he did two things correctly. عمل حاجتين صح. إيه هما؟ أول حاجة عملها صح was breaking the numbers into a correct expanded form. عمل النمبرز فعلا in right expanded form. عمل إيه؟ عمل 500. Yes. يبقى the first thing he wrote the two numbers in expanded form correctly. كتبهم صح في الاكسباندد فورم. عمل 521 yes 500 plus 20 plus 1 and 37 30 plus 7. يبقى أول حاجة عملها right إن هو كتب النمبرز in expanded form correctly. تاني حاجة عملها صح إيه؟ Yes, the second thing he was keeping the direction of subtraction when he subtracted 500 minus 0. تاني حاجة عملها right إن هو he kept the direction of subtraction. يعني إيه عمل 500 minus 0 which is right. طيب now what did he do incorrectly؟ إيه الحاجات بقى اللي عملها غلط؟ Yes, he made more than one mistake. عمل أكتر من غلطة. أول حاجة عملها wrong that he start from the 100. عمل إيه؟ عمل 500 minus 0. He start with the 100. طيب إحنا المفروض في subtraction بنبدأ بالإيه؟ بالones. Right. This is the first mistake. The second mistake was that he reversed the subtraction operation. قلب ال subtraction operation. He wrote 30 minus 20. Right? Is it right? No. هو المفروض I keep the direction of subtraction. لازم أعمل 20 minus 30. Also he wrote 7 minus 1 which is wrong. لازم أعمل 1 minus 7. Okay? These are the mistakes what he did. طيب now why do you think he made these mistakes؟ ليه عمل الغلطات دي؟ He tried to subtract starting from the big number. الغلط اللي هو عمله إن هو بدأ من ال big number then the small one and this was wrong. He didn't pay attention to the direction of subtraction. ما خدش باله من اتجاه ال subtraction. Well, if you want to solve the problem correctly, what shall we do؟ هعمل إيه عشان أحلها صح؟ Can you solve this problem using one of the strategies we have studied before? If we use, for example, the counting down strategy, the counting down strategy for subtraction. How do we do it? هنعملها إزاي؟ Yes, we learned in the last lesson as it is count down strategy. We should start with the big number and write it on the right on the number line. Let's solve it. يبقى I will draw the number line. I will start from the big number which is, yes, 521. And what about the second number? This is the first number. The second number is 37. So I will make it in expanded form. It will be 30 plus 7. Then what should I do? Yes, I will jump or I will subtract these two numbers from the biggest one. طيب يبقى first of all 521 minus 30. 521 minus 30 gives me what? Yes, gives me 491. Then what should I do? I will subtract 7 from 491. يبقى 491 minus 7 this way gives me what? Gives me 484. And this will be my right answer. Now, many situations in our lives where we need to use subtraction. بنستخدم subtraction في situations كتيرة قوي في حياتنا. So we should learn several methods. لازم نتعلم طرق مختلفة for subtraction, including the strategy that we will study today in our lesson, which is subtraction with regrouping. The first subtraction problem that we have is inbuilt. Subtraction with regrouping on page 78 in your book. Let's see. Here's the subtraction. This is our problem. Here we need to subtract 2,164 from 3,328. In order to solve this problem, let's use the place value chart and try to solve the problem that I asked you at the beginning of our lesson. Can you remember? Yes, 153 minus 28. Let's do it all together. Here, as you see, this is my place value chart. And here are my cubes. Now, what do you think? Which number I will represent on the place value chart? Yes, of course, the biggest number, which is 153. 153. Then I'll put 3 in the ones and 5 in the tens, as you see here. 3, 4, 5 and 1 in the hundreds. يبقى أنا عندي كده 153. طيب عايزة أعمل إيه؟ عايزة أعمل 153 minus 28. So I will write here 28. عايزة أعمل subtract to these two numbers. طيب what should I do? Yes, I will start from the ones. Can I subtract 8 from 3? ينفع أعمل 3 minus 8? Of course no. So what should I do? Now I need to regroup. So I will take 1 from the tens. طب لما اخد 1 من التنس هعمل ايه؟ Yes, 1 tenth means 10 ones. 1 tenth means 10 ones. يبقى هحط ال 10 عند ال ones. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Okay, now can you subtract 8 from 3? Now you can subtract 8 from the ones? Yes, I can take 8 now. So let's remove 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, here I have how many ones? Yes, I have how many ones? I have 5 in the ones now, right? And what about the tens? 4 minus 2 gives me what? Yes, I have 2 in the tens. And what about the 100? I have only 100, so I put it as it is. So, when I subtract 153 minus 28, the answer is 125 by regrouping. Now my answer is 125. طيب تعالوا بقى نحل الإكزامبل اللي احنا كنا بنعمله in the build. Now we need to subtract 2,164 from 3,328. In order to solve this problem, let's use the place value chart like you see here. Here, I will represent the big number, which is 3,328 in drawings. Okay? طيب, what should I do? Yes, I will represent 8 in the ones. حط 8 في ال ones. Let's do it. Here, I'll put 8 in the ones, like you see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll put 2 in the tens, like you see, 1 and 2. And what about the 100? I have 300, so I'll put 3 in the 100 place, like you see here. What about the 1,000? I have 3,000, so I will represent 3,000 here, as you see, like this. This is the 1, 2,000 and 3,000, like this. Okay, يبقى here I represent the number 3,328. What should I do? I want to subtract 2,164 from this number. So I will write 2,164. تعالوا بقى subtract this one from the biggest one. What should I do? Can I make 8 minus 4? Of course, yes. 8 minus 4 gives me 4. So I will cross this. يبقى 8 minus 4 gives me 4. يبقى my answer here is 4. I have 4 in the ones. Okay, now, can I subtract 6 from 2? Of course, no. Can I take 6 from 2? No. So I will need regroup. What should I do? I will take 1 from the 100. I will take 1 from the 100 to the tens. طب هو ال 100 في كام tens? 10 tens. So I will add here 10 tens like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then, can I make 10 minus 6? Yes, 10 minus 6 gives me what? Yes, sorry. Type, is it 10? This is 10 plus 2. يبقى 12 minus 6 gives me 6. Okay, يبقى here I have 6 in the ones, in the tens place. يبقى 4 in the ones place, 6 in the tens place. What about the 100? Here I have 3 or 200. Here I have 200 minus 100 gives me 100, right? And then what about the 1000? Yes, I have 3 minus 2, so I have only 1 in the 1000 place. يبقى my answer now 1164. Okay, now after we finish this one, let's write the same numbers but vertically. خلاص, I will make it in vertically way. Let's do it. Here I have the same two numbers, but I'll put them vertically. The first number 3,328 minus 2,164. 2,164. طيب أنا هحل this one in standard subtraction method. Subtraction عادي جدا. Okay, let's start from the ones. Can I subtract 4 from 8? Yes, I can take 4 from 8. 8 minus 4 gives me 4. Then I move to the tens. Can I subtract 6 from 2? Of course, no. Can I take 6 from 2? No. So here I will need regrouping. I need regrouping. What should I do? I will take 1 from the 100. I put it 100 يعني 10 tens, right? So this 2 will be 12 and 300 will be 200. Now, can I take 6 from 12? Yes, 12 minus 6 gives me 6. Now, what about the 100? 2 minus 1 gives me 1, of course. And then 3 minus 2 gives me 1. So, the answer here is 1164, which is the same answer, of course. Now I hope you understand this very well. We solve it in 2 different ways. And now after we have learned the new subtraction strategy, let's move to another activity, and facts and algorithmic on page 79. Let's see. Now I'll give you time to read the article entitled Can Ants Swim?, in which we will learn some facts about ants. And then we will complete build activity in this lesson. After we have read the article and learned to what extent some species of ants are able to swim and how they can protect themselves and their colonies from drowning by cooperating with each other, let us cooperate in solving the 3 problems on page 80 in your school book. Here's page 80. Now let's solve the first one. Here in problem number 1, I want you to try to write an equation for the story problem that you are reading. Okay, let's read this one. A trapped Joe ant wanted to cross a river that was 3,548 centimeters across. The ant had already swum 1,672 centimeters. How much farther does the ant have to go? Now, let's solve it. First of all, what should I do? Yes, I will round the 2 numbers. I will round the 2 numbers. The first number I have is 3,548. The second one, 1,672. So, I will round the 2 numbers to the nearest 1,000. First of all, I will circle the 1,000 here and circle the 1,000 here. The rounding of the first number is what? After the 1,000, I have 5. So, 5 or more, add 1 more. So, the rounding of this number will be 4,000. What about the second number? The second number, here I have 6, which is more than 5, so I will add 1 to be 2,000. Then what should I do? I will subtract 2,000 minus 4,000. The answer will be 2,000. طب تعالوا بقى نحل السبتراكشن بالستاندرد واي، بالطريقة العادية جدا. يبقى I will solve I will subtract 1672 from 3548. Now, can I make 8 minus 2? Yes, 8 minus 2 gives me 6, of course. Now, can I subtract 7 from 4? أقدر آخد 7 from 4? Of course, no. So, now I need to regroup. Regroup يعني إيه؟ I will take 1 from the 100. 100 كلنا عارفين يعني 10 tenths. 10 tenths plus 4, that's why this will be 14. Well, 100 will be 4. Now, can I subtract 7 from 14? Of course, yes. After 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So here I have 7. Now, what about the 100? Can I subtract 6 from 4? No, I cannot. So again, I need to regroup. What should I do? I will take 1 from the 1000. يبقى I take 1 from the 1000. 1000 means, yes, this will be 14 and the 3000 will be 2. Now, can you take 6 from 14? Of course, yes. After 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. The answer is 8. What about the 1000? 2 minus 1 gives me 1. So my answer is 1876, and this is the accurate answer. Now let's compare by the two numbers, the estimation number and the real number or the accurate number. Yes, as you see here, they are very close to each others. Here we have problem 2 and 3. As you see here, you can solve it by your own with the same steps. Now we have finished together the build problems. Let's share some of the strategies we have learned and studied in subtraction. Today we have studied standard subtraction with regrouping. In the last lesson, we took two methods. إيه methods اللي خدناهم? Counting back with decomposition and counting up with decomposition. You might like or prefer a strategy over another subtraction. And that's great because we all have different ways of thinking. كل واحد بيفكر بطريقة معينة. I'm going to ask you to write on page 81 in your book under the title Connect. Your preferred strategy in subtraction and give reasons to why you prefer it. Always remember that we learn many and different strategies. دايما بناخد strategies كتيرة قوي to be able to find a solution for any problem in a suitable and easy way. These strategies make things easier for us. I will give you time to write your thoughts and then we will move over to the exercises to further practice solving subtraction problems. Now let's move to page 81. Here is page 81. We have 4 problems here as you see, okay? Vertically in practice, and we are asked to solve them using the standard form and regrouping. Now, let's solve the first one all together. Here I have the first one 6,625 minus 4,417. First of all, I want to make rounding to these numbers. Let's write it here 6,625 minus 4,417. يبقى أول حاجة هعملها زي ما متعودين I will make rounding first. So I will round to the nearest thousand. How can I make it? Yes, circle the thousand here. Look next door. Next door is 6 more than 5. So I will add 1 to the 6 to be 7,000. Here, the second number, 4,417, rounded to the nearest thousand. So circle the thousand. Look next door. Yes, as I see 4. 4 is less than 5, so I will keep the 4 as it is to be 4,000. Now, what should I do? I will subtract 4,000 from 7,000. Okay, here I put 0, another 0, another 0, 7 minus 4, of course 3. The answer here is 3,000. تعالوا بقى نحلها بالطريقة الستاندرد بتاعتي. Now, can I subtract 7 from 5? Of course, no. So, I need regroup. يعني إيه regroup? I will take 1 from the tens. 1 from the tens يعني 10 tens, right? 10 ones. 1 tenth means 10 ones. يبقى 5 will be 15, 2 will be 1. Now, can I subtract 7 from 15? Of course, yes. After 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, I'll put 8 here. And now, 1 minus 1 gives me what? Yes, gives me 0. Can I subtract 4 from 6? Can I take 4 from 6? Yes. 6 minus 4 equals 2. Let's move to the thousand. Can I subtract 4 from 6? Yes, of course. 6 minus 4 gives me 2. So, the answer here is 2,208. Now, if I compare the two numbers, the estimation number and the accurate answer, yes, I will see they are very close to each other. Now, we are done today's lesson and we have learned the following: how to use place value for subtraction using the standard system or the standard algorithm, subtraction with regrouping using rounding to check the reasonableness of your answers. Now you can practice more on the standard subtraction strategy through the additional exercises in the part. Check your understanding by scanning the QR code. Thank you so much and see you soon.